ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Team Lawrence. I'm your host, Pat Brock, the Public Information Officer here for Lawrence County Schools. And it is pre-K week, the culminating events here at Lawrence County Schools. I mean, this has been, a wonderful week of great things happening here in the Lawrence County School District. And we've got the wonderful, the great, the magnificent Associate Superintendent, Dr. Rhonda Hightower. How are you?
I am well. We're in a school, so we are great.
Dr. Hightower, when you even think about all of the things that goes into pre-K classrooms and preparing these young people for greatness, I mean, the wheels on your little bus start turning, don't they?
They do, because it is the heartbeat. It is honestly, of course, what I feel like I've been called to do and what God has allowed me to do. But when you see these little ones walk around and you see them as just a big ball of potential, of a story that is being written, and that you get to have an influence on that, I mean, you got to get excited about that.
Absolutely. And now here it is. Now, when you taught first grade.
I did.
And then you taught what grade?
Fifth grade.
Fifth grade.
Yes, fifth grade reading.
And so here it is, as you look around this beautiful library here, this media center, it just screams kids, it screams excitement, it screams learning.
It does. The media specialist here, Ms. Fields, does a phenomenal job in making this a warm, inviting atmosphere. And you may even notice that some of these shelves are empty, and it's because she has committed to make sure that these books are in the hands of kids and being used. So, wonderful environment that we're in today.
Very good. And we're definitely talking about pre-K this week, and we are celebrating them all across the district from every school. How many pre-K members do we have?
We have around 300 pre-K students in our district. So, got a lot.
300 hungry minds.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Hungry mind.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's not just this week, but it's every week, every day. Those teachers, those paras, the staff members, they work so hard to make sure that these young people, one, are safe, and two, they're getting the adequate education that they need and that they so deserve.
They do. They have been working all summer, and not just this summer, but every summer, to make sure that when those kids walk in that classroom, they feel loved, they feel invited, and that they're ready to learn. And the teacher makes sure that they have all the resources that they need in order to make that high quality learning, not just learning, but high quality learning take place, especially as a 4-year-old, when you're getting the foundation of your introduction to education built. So they take their job seriously.
And you and I talked earlier about, of course, when pre-K, of course, came into fruition back in 1992.
Yes.
And of course, this is the 10th anniversary of actually celebrating Georgia Pre-K Week. And so we talked about the difference between, you're talking about pre-K and then you're saying Head Start. I remember back in my day, things were a little different, weren't they?
Yes, they certainly were. So 28 years ago, when Georgia Pre-K began, the teachers began to get training and resources, and across the state, pre-K began with 750 students. You know how many we have statewide in pre-K today? Over 6 million students in pre-K today. Now, they're not learning to read in pre-K. That's a myth that we want them to learn to read and that we put worksheets all in front of them. Oh, no. We have fun with them and teach them that learning is fun so that when they get to kindergarten, they're ready to learn to read then. So it's very important what they do.
And, of course, they take naps, right?
They do take naps. Most of them take naps. Some don't, and we don't fight them on that. That's not something to fight over, but most of them do.
And we really commend everyone that has been working with the pre-K and, of course, celebrating them this week. And you've had the opportunity to go to some of the schools and see the great things that are happening. And so I think I think as a parent, when you see visually what's taking place in those classrooms and hearing it from the kids, it doesn't even do as much justice as the whole gamut of things, right?
It doesn't. You're right. It is invigorating. It's energizing to see them just playing on the playground. Because one thing that we have finally began to focus our attention on is kids' social emotional learning. and that before we can even get to the academic learning, we've got to teach social and emotional learning, and that is what pre-K is full of. Those friendships that they get and learning to empathize with other kids and to see a different point of view. So there's a lot of that going on in those pre-K classrooms too.
And look at literacy in Lawrence, the big picture, what that plays into those pre-K classrooms.
It does, because that is where the community gets involved, and you know how we feel like we have just discovered the power of partnerships from our community. And we have some great partnerships, and I think we're going to get to speak with one of our partners later today, so that's going to be exciting.
We absolutely are. You know, things are a little different to where we normally would have people from the community come in to read to the kids, and that's always fun, and I love to dress up. You know, I love a good dress-up party to get to go into the classrooms and read with the kids. And so even with the new, with our new normal, we are still getting acclimated to things, and we're finding different ways to still let these kids be able to learn in a fun, safe environment.
Absolutely. Dr. Hall and I both, Dr. Hall's the other Associate Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, but we both said from the very beginning of this, it's not keeping kids safe or providing a high quality instruction. We're smart enough and we're stubborn enough that we know we can provide both still. So, and our teachers have definitely bought into that and are carrying that out.
That's right. And so in this show, you're going to get to meet Paula, who is the administrative assistant for the pre-K program. You're going to read.
I'm going to get to read. Yes, my favorite thing.
Lord, you're going to lose your mind when you see those babies. And we're
it.
also going to get to hear from some of the little pre-Kers.
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
And
Great.
then, of course, at the end, we're going to be able to talk with Heath Taylor, who is the president of the Dublin-Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce, and the work that the chamber has been doing with pre-K programs is outstanding. And so that way, we'll be able to show you the ins and outs of how this pre-K program is and the great things that are taking place right here.
Yes. Hey, Paula. It's so good to work in pre-K with you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. And we get to talk about one of our favorite things today.
Pre-K.
Yes, we get to talk about pre-K and how much we enjoy getting to do what we do. And our teachers that we get to work with and serve with, our parents and our students that we get to serve with, they're all amazing.
They are. I enjoy it.
Now, it's not getting any easier. Our job is tough to get these kids into pre-K, but how important is it that we get them in, Paula? Because you deal with that end a lot.
Pre-K is very important. Pre-K is the building blocks for the rest of their life, and I really enjoy it. It's the beginning of the year. It was kind of shaky, if I should say so, but it has leveled out.
Yeah.
It's leveled out, and we have all of our babies. They're safe, they're in class, they're learning, and they are enjoying it.
Job well done, Miss Paula Caldwell. Job well done. This is the lady that got every one of them in, whether online or in person, and is causing that high quality learning that is taking place that we're going to get to see in just a little bit. This is the lady that got all of that going. So we appreciate our teachers very much. They are our kids' first introduction to the educational environment. And, you know, from time to time we hear that pre-K, some people think is just babysitting, and it is so far from just babysitting. These teachers work so hard, and they have such fun with these kids, and they tie the learning into fun, and they tie the learning into discovery. So, and another thing that Paula does is she makes sure that our teachers are up to par and up to speed with the latest techniques, the latest instructional strategies. She schedules them all for trainings, right, Paula? Yes. And gets all that going. So we've got a great support team that have wrapped themselves around our pre-K teachers to free them up so that they can wrap themselves around our students and do what they need to do for our students. So it's a joy to get to work with you.
Yes, it is. Thank you. And I enjoy working with you.
Good.
And I have enjoyed this 10-year anniversary of pre-K.
Yes.
So it's exciting. It's exciting. Always something new.
10 years of celebrating. And you've, like me, have seen some of the things that have been going on in schools this week. Of course, pre-K celebrating the 10th anniversary of pre-K week. We've had a lot going on in every school this week, or in every pre-K classroom with that. But we've also had every pre-K class has chosen a student of the month this week. They've been celebrating that. Northwest had Fire Prevention Week that they were celebrating earlier in the week. Also this week, East Lawrence Primary, right here where we are today, they have been celebrating homecoming all week long with their pre-K students. And
Enjoyed as well.
do you know who's at Southwest Pre-K today? The special guest?
No, who?
Elmo. Elmo showed up in the car rider line today for pre-Kers and for other students, but Elmo's going to be visiting our pre-K classes at Southwest. So lots and lots and lots of good things happening with pre-K, but it's not just this week. Every week, these folks.
Every day they're learning.
They are. And that's our commitment, to keep them learning. All right, guys. Well, I want to introduce you to my brand new favorite book. I just bought this a couple of weeks ago, and it is now my favorite book. Everybody ready for reading? Show me you're ready. Wiggle your ears again to show me they're ready. Ready to listen? Now move your hands right here. Here we go. I believe I can. A long time ago, I said, I believe I can be a teacher. And guess what? I was. I became a teacher. And then after that, I said, I believe I can be a leader to help teachers. And guess what? Because I believed I could, I did. So I want you to believe in what you want to do, okay? Like this. Here's some ideas. I can sail like mighty ships. Like the oceans, I run deep. I can stretch like the Alps, like the mountains, until I reach my highest peak. Oh, look at this one. I can charge just like a train, like a rocket. I'll ignite. Like a star, I can project my brightest shine against the night. I am like the lion's roar. I am like a dragon's flames. Okay, now this is where I want you to repeat after me. You ready? Say, I am worthy.
I am worthy.
Because I'm me.
Because of me.
Okay, and if you listen real close, I'm going to let you read with me again. Okay? And there is value to my name. All right? Now listen. Got your ears ready again? I can build just like a brick. I keep going like a clock. I can hold just like cement. I can last just like a rock. Grounded firm, I'm like the soil, like the sky, I'm boundless too. When I believe in myself, there is simply nothing that I can't do. Hold on. Like the hero, I am brave and face my fears despite my fight, because I know I am not alone, and in the end, it'll be all right. Turn to the person next to you and say, it'll be all right.
It will be all right.
It'll be all right. All right? Ears ready again? Sometimes I'm right. And sometimes I'm wrong. But even when I make mistakes, I learn from them to make me strong. I may not win at all I do. I may experience defeat. You won't always win. But I'll dust off and try again to be the best that I can be. Right?
Yeah.
I know my power lies within. Say that with me and point to yourself. Say, I know my power lies within. There's nothing that can hold me down. All right. There is light within my smile. There is voice within my sound. Look at this. My presence matters in this world. And boys and girls, listen very closely to this part. I'm going to read it again. Ready? My presence matters in this world. My life is worthy. There is a plan. I know I can do anything if only I believe I can. How many of you believe you can be whatever you want to be? Both hands in the air. Both hands in the air. If you believe you can be whatever you want to be. Yes! Boys and girls, you got to believe that. And where's the power to be what you want to be? Right here in yourself, right? Right? Thank you for letting me read to you today. Thank you.
You know, this is just great to have the opportunity to go into the pre-K classrooms, of course, celebrating pre-K week. And, you know, our teachers, they have all been doing such an amazing job with these young people. And this is your chance to meet some of them so you can hear it from their own mouth. How are you?
Good.
Tell everyone out there hello. Tell them what your name is.
Johnny Butler.
Journey Butler. How old are you, Journey?
4.
You're 4. You're this many. So what do you think about pre-K? Do you enjoy yourself here? You do? Let me hear you say it.
Pre-K.
What do you do here at pre-K?
I'm a learn
What do you learn? What have you been learning?
ABC.
Your ABCs? What about your 1, 2, and 3s? Do you have friends here? What are their names?
Jeremiah and Mackenzie.
Mackenzie, Jeremiah. Mm-hmm.
And Bo.
And so you're looking all around the classroom. Now, do you have fun when you come here to learn? You do. Now, if you could go to pre-K all day long and all night long, would you do it? You. Now, do you have good teachers here? You do. Look into that camera and thank all your teachers for doing such a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Journey.
Welcome.
All right, tell them bye.
Bye.
All right, we've got little Bo with us. Hi, Bo. How are you?
Good.
Good. Now, how old are you, Bo?
4.
You're this right here. What do you like about pre-K?
I don't like sleeping, but I like getting up.
Oh, you don't like sleep? So you don't like taking naps?
I like at home.
Oh, you like taking naps at home, but not at school.
I do when it's dark.
Oh, when it's dark. You can't take a nap during the daytime. I like taking naps. What else do you like to do? You look like you play football. Do you play football? Come on back up here. Come on back. Come on back. Come back. Do you play football? Really? You good? You look like you're good. Tell us what you like to do in class. What do you do in class?
I would do my ABCs.
ABCs. Now, do you know all of your ABCs? Let us hear it. Come on back. What do you like? Tell us your ABCs. I'm looking at them on the floor here.
D,
Uh-huh.
E,
Uh-huh.
B,
Wait, what?
A,
What?
C,
Wait.
Y.
Wait, what? Bo, you're just calling out the numbers. You didn't even give them to me in order. That's all right. What else are you learning? All right, Bo, I'm losing you here. I'm losing you. What else are you learning?
I like to play the Sully with getting candy and him eating it.
You like to get candy and eat it?
No, I mean Sully does.
Oh,
So he can't get.
you're telling on somebody else. What else do you like about pre-K? This is pre-K week, Bo.
Monsters.
You like monsters? Where are the monsters at?
They're almost here.
Oh, there it is. So you like to draw monsters. And what else do you like to do besides drawing monsters?
I built a house.
You build houses. You're a carpenter. Anything else you want to say about pre-K?
I like sleeping.
You
I like building.
okay? You like building. Okay.
And
you
I like dinos
oh, and you like dinos
and sharks.
and sharks. Anything else?
I like to play games.
What kind of games do you play?
Shark Monster
Shark
Dino.
Monster. All right. Is that a class they teach called Shark Monster? Really? I didn't know that was part of the. Okay. I don't see any of that. Oh, okay. I'm hearing from the teacher. You made that up, didn't you, Bo? Okay, gosh, okay. So you're very creative. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for talking to us, Bo.
Welcome.
All right. We'll see you later. Tell everyone bye.
Bye.
Hello, everyone, and we're back, and we're pleased to be at the Chamber, as we said before, with one of our biggest community partners, a power partner, and that is Dublin Lawrence Chamber, and the work and the calling that Mr. Heath Taylor has to also have some impact on what goes on in early literacy and in pre-K. So tell us a little bit about how you guys have helped.
Dr. Hightower, I appreciate you guys allowing us to be a part of what you're doing and so many here in Lawrence County. We've determined at the Dublin Lawrence County Chamber that we know how important it is that children start reading and start reading early. These are our future leaders, and they've got to have proper tools and equipment, not only for school, but when they get into those higher grades, that they can go into the workforce and that we'll have a readied workforce. And we believe statistics will back up the fact that waiting until they're in middle school or high school to start these preparations is just far too late. We have to start early.
That is right. And Heath Taylor and the Chamber of Commerce has done more than just believe. They have put some action into that belief, and they have done a lot of work on the other end to get some items into the hands of our local daycares so that they can become quality rated, right?
Right.
So
We've
tell
had
us
the
about that.
opportunity to work with you, and it's wonderful you said that. I'm working on Faith Without Works this week. And we do have faith that this work will be fruitful.
It will.
And so we were able to partner with you guys and the folks at DeKalb in the state of Georgia and got a pretty extensive list of all the daycare and childcare facilities in Dublin Lawrence County to find out what items they needed to become quality rated. Because daycare and childcare is important, but quality daycare and childcare is so much more important. And that's where all those different tools, the books, the multicultural dolls, the food, all the different things that we want to teach these children at a really early age to prepare them for their future come into play. And so working with you and some of your staff and some of the folks in the city, we were all able to work together and make multiple trips to daycare and childcare facilities to help them meet the requirements to become quality rated.
So even prior to our celebration of the 10th anniversary of Pre-K Week, we have had some good community partners along with us that have already gone into our child care facilities around Dublin Lawrence County and have already improved the quality of the instruction that our kids are getting, so that we know by the end of third grade, we're going to have a community full of readers. And we know, and Mr. Taylor and I have talked about this a lot, that it's going to take more than just us. It's going to take all of us. So we're very glad for this partnership, very glad for the work that you've done. Anything else you want to say about Pre-K to celebrate their week
I
this
just want to
week?
say again, congratulations to you guys, and we are so glad to be partners with you. And we hope if you're seeing the show today that you'll get involved. You don't have to have children. You
That's
don't have
right.
to have children in these early learning stages,
That's right.
but these children are going to impact your community.
That's right.
So any help by anyone here in the Dublin Lawrence County community would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has really been such an outstanding day. I mean, you know, it fills my heart with such gladness and just to see the kids, to see how well they're being taken care of, and to see the people that are involved and behind the scenes and actually in front that are doing all of that hard work.
It is the epitome of teamwork,
Yeah.
and that's what you see taking place
Yeah.
with our community, with our parents, with our teachers, with our students, with our support staff. It's a community. Makes a team.
That's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have celebrated Pre-K Week here, Georgia Pre-K Week, and it has been wonderful. It's a pleasure to be a part of Team Lawrence and to see all of the partnerships, how they're working together.
Yes.
We're so proud of each and every one of them, and seeing those little faces, it was just definitely that icing on the cake.
Yes, it was.
Thank you all so much for joining us here on Team Lawrence, and we are growing great students.